Hi everybody, it's Honest John. There's a lot of controversy about the Second Amendment. The pro-gun lobby says that it provides an absolute right to own any weapon you want. The anti-gun lobby says that you have to belong to a militia, which would be like the National Guard or something like that, or the Army, in order to own a gun. The fact is, the Second Amendment doesn't say either one of those things. And just what the Founding Fathers meant is kind of fuzzy. We do know that guns were a lot different back then. So if you want to go back to the Founding Fathers' original intent, basically, everybody has the right to own a musket. Now, I know that politicians are scared shitless of the NRA. I'm not. I could care less what the NRA thinks. The people who drive the NRA's policy are the most paranoid and extreme members of the organization. They're the people that you really don't want owning guns. I used to work with a principal of a high school, and his favorite saying is, there are no rights without responsibilities. Well, the NRA is all about rights, but not about the responsibilities. So if I'm elected, I'm not going to take away people's rights to own guns. I believe in those rights, and I believe that they should be able to have guns for protection, for recreation, such as target shooting and hunting, and whatever, collections, whatever. But there will be changes made. First, clips will be restricted to 10 rounds. If you're a private citizen, except for the military, but 10 rounds for private citizens. If you're a private citizen and you own a clip that's more than 10 rounds, you're going to jail. And you lose your right to own a gun. Second, all guns will be registered and kept track of. Now, the paranoids say, well, that's going to allow the government to come in and take our guns. Cars are registered. Nobody's worried about the government coming in and taking our cars, okay? Main thing is guns need to be kept track of. Right now, that's not happening. So, guns will be kept track of. And if you buy a gun and it winds up in the hands of a cartel or in the hands of criminals, you're going to jail for a long time. Third, the gun lobby has succeeded in passing laws that allow guns to be taken into bars and national parks. In some states, it's bars, but national parks, that's all over the country. I'm going to change those laws. Bar owners will be able to decide for themselves whether they want their customers to have guns or not by posting a sign. So there will be bars where guns are allowed. There will be bars where they're not. Take your gun into a bar where it's not allowed, and you're going to jail. And you lose your right to own a gun. National parks will have zones where guns are allowed and where they're not. If you go from a zone where the guns are allowed into an area where they aren't, you better have a lockbox. You better lock it up or you'll go to jail. See, people who don't want to be around guns will have their rights respected just as much as people who want to. Right? Gun owners should not have their rights respected at the expense of the rights of people who don't want to have guns around them. And finally, I will close the gun show loophole. About a month ago, I watched a video of a guy named Adam Gadon. He's also called the American Al-Qaeda. You might remember him. In the video, he talked about how easy it is for terrorists to come to the United States and get guns. Even if you're on the terrorist watch list, you can get a gun at a gun show. I will change that. See, here's the thing. Al-Qaeda loves the NRA. They know that they love their guns more than they love their country. So the NRA will put up a big stink when I close the gun show loophole. But I don't give two shits about it. I mean, think about it. If you're in an organization that is loved by the terrorists, there's something wrong with you. You're a dickhead. And your opinion doesn't matter. Thanks for listening.